Listen closely for the next 10 seconds. If lack is just a habit of your nervous system and abundance is a frequency you already own, then the next 72 hours aren't a countdown for money to drop. They're a doorway back to yourself. Don't judge by appearances. Here we don't beg or push the universe. We speak the word in right order, stand in the right posture, and let grace do the rest. You're likely watching in the US, maybe mid-shift, maybe with a bill waiting. I know the feeling of opening the banking app with a tight chest. Florence Scovel Shinn, who turned ordinary life into quiet miracles by the power of the spoken word, reminds us, life answers the assumption you hold, not the fear you repeat. You didn't stumble onto this video. A part of you is ready to change I need into I am. Let me make it human. Sarah, a single mom in Austin, used to track every dime with a knot in her stomach. She didn't quit her job to follow a passion, and she didn't chant 1,000 affirmations. She did one thing for 3 nights before sleep, slow breathing, hand over heart whispering, I trust, I allow, I receive. Then she slept in the feeling of enough. On day 3, there was no lottery ticket, just an email. An old client extended her contract and paid up front. Not flashy, just reality shifting when Sarah stopped living in survival frequency. Why does this land so deeply? Because your nervous system cannot defend and receive at the same time. When you hustle from not enough, you broadcast, I lack. Shinn's way is simpler, stop chasing, become. We begin with safety first, money second. Right now, try a 45-second reset. Inhale 4 counts, exhale 6 counts, repeat 3 times. 1 hand on chest, 1 on belly. Say softly, I trust, I allow, I receive. Not to convince the universe, just to remind yourself you're already home. To open the next 72 hours cleanly and ethically, we set 3 frames up front. Under grace and imperfect ways, I only receive what is good for me and for everyone involved. Healthy expectation. In 72 hours, a signal might be cash, an opportunity, an invitation, or a lighter. Body-mind that leads to profitable choices. Spirit plus matter together. Give the frequency somewhere to land. Tidy your wallet, verify your payment channels, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo Bank, and clear 2 money emails with generosity. Don't micromanage how money shows up. What you'll get in this video, a simple deep 3-day roadmap. Day 1, sleep in already received. Don't watch it like a movie about someone else. Be in your body seeing a sufficient balance and let your breath match that sufficiency. Day 2, don't hunt for proof, be the proof. Show it in micro choices, how you pay for coffee, how you open your inbox, how you talk about money. Day 3, the test of appearances. Smile and stay loyal to the new assumption when the scene hasn't caught up yet, because scenes lag consciousness. If you need it, take day 4, stabilization light, steady, consistent. If this touches the part of you that already knows, write this down in comments or your notebook. I trust, I allow, I receive. 1. The amount you welcome under grace and in perfect ways, not to demand to set your frequency. Now let's step into idea 1. Flip the model from chasing to becoming. I'll show you how to shift from I want money to I am the kind of person money naturally seeks, with concrete US life examples you can use today right after this video. Examples. When you chase money like a bus that's already pulling away, you're secretly broadcasting I'm behind. The energy of chasing always implies lack. Florence Scovel Shinn never taught us to trail behind life. She taught us to step into our rightful place, speak the word in right order, and let grace handle the rest. The first turning point isn't, what do I do to attract money? It's, who am I when money looks for me? Change the question and reality must change the answer. Picture your morning mirror. 2 versions of you stand there. One peeks into a thin wallet's size, straightens up to look fine, and heads out with rounded shoulders. The other breathes deep, opens the chest, and greets the day as if the flow already exists. Both buy the same $4 to $6 coffee and open the same emails. But inside, the worlds are different. One asks permission from reality. The other confirms it. Shinn would say, "Don't judge by appearances, the outer scene is just following the deepest assumption you keep. Become first, the surface will follow." Let's keep this concrete and American life simple. Becoming isn't acting or pretending to be rich. It's a set of tiny body-mind habits, your tone of voice, your breathing rhythm, your phrases, the way you hand a card to the cashier, the way you tip your barista. Your nervous system reads life before your intellect names it. It's the thermostat that sets the day's temperature. If you keep asking, "Has it arrived yet?" the temperature is lack. If you affirm, "I'm already home," the temperature is enoughness. Money and opportunity tend to visit rooms set to the right temperature. A small story. Miguel Denver. Miguel, a contractor IT tech, was juggling paychecks. He didn't change jobs, win the lottery, or land a shark investor. He changed his first 120 seconds each morning, stood tall, breathed 4 and 6 out 3 rounds, hand over heart, and said slowly, "I trust, I allow, I receive under grace." Then he opened email expecting ordinary good. On day 5, an old manager texted him for a weekend rush project, $650, paid immediately. Maybe it would have come anyway. The difference is that Miguel was ready to receive instead of unconsciously pushing it away with scarcity energy. You might say, "That's nice, but I'm actually short on cash." I don't dispute the facts. I'm inviting you to change where you stand inside those facts. When you stand as a receiver, your language shifts. You stop saying, "I need, I must," and start saying, "I choose, I allow, I'm ready." You stop counting what's missing and start counting what's moving. A polite email. You sent a bill you settled calmly. A small idea that sparked during your commute. Those are the first coins of the stream, and your nervous system needs them as safety markers to proceed. The minute identity practice. Embody receiver, don't perform it, posture, tall spine. Soft shoulders, chin slightly lowered. Breath 3 rounds of 4 and 6 out. With each exhale, set down 1 stone of worry. Words say out loud, soft is fine. Today I am the kind of person money naturally seeks. I allow good to choose me under grace and in perfect ways. Micro action to verify it. Pay for coffee with a real smile. Send a warm thank you to an old client. Tweak 1 line of your LinkedIn bio to signal you're open for projects. When action matches word and word matches breath, you're becoming, not chasing. Florence emphasized the power of the spoken word. Words are the one that shape the mold life pours into. So give your declarations imagery, not vague fluff. Not "I'm rich, but my wallet is tidy and regularly warm because money moves in order. My account is peaceful and growing under grace. Good emails find me right on time." Image-rich words calm the nervous system because they give it something tangible to trust. Keep the ethical frame always under grace and in perfect ways good for you and for everyone involved. A common trap trying to feel positive as a chore, then burning out and blaming yourself when moods dip. You don't need to perform emotion. You need gentle fidelity to your chosen assumption. That means notice the worry, then return to breath and word, like calling a puppy back, no scolding. Every return carves a new neural groove. Wealth isn't fireworks, it's a path paved by many tiny returns, repeated until becoming becomes instinct. Another everyday story, Jenna Raleigh. Jenna waits tables on night shifts. One tough table sank her mood. She almost muttered, "Tonight's tips will be awful." She remembered don't judge by appearances, went back to 4-6, breathing, smiled genuinely at the next table and whispered, "I'm the one generosity finds." No one splurged wildly. Many quietly tipped a clean 20%, and one couple wrote a thank you. Jenna said the real difference wasn't the dollars, it was the feeling of not being outside the door anymore. Kept steady, that feeling opened bigger moves. Her manager later referred her to a more stable daytime job, an option she hadn't been seeing before. How to measure progress when becoming is inside. Use 3 dials you can actually track breath language, small openings. Was your breath deeper than yesterday when you checked your balance? Did your words get softer less? I need more, I choose, I allow, I'm ready. Did any small door knock, text idea, tip suggestion? Write them down. Not to interrogate, is it here yet, but to reassure your nervous system that flow is present. Prepare the ground. Give goodness a place to land. Tidy your wallet, discard old receipts, align your cards. Keep a clean $20 as a symbol of respect. Check your receiving channels: bank, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, up to date and friction-free. Send a warm note to an old client you've delayed writing, not begging, just letting them know you're available to help. This isn't a trick to get the universe's attention. It's you doing your part with a steady owner's posture. Set healthy expectation for the 72 hours. 72 hours isn't a hard promise. It's a frame to activate, stabilize, and notice signals. Some people see cash, some get an opening email, some feel a deep relief, and that relief leads to smarter, profitable action. As Shinn would hint, a seed doesn't sprout because you shout at it. It grows because the soil is quiet and warm. If this resonates, join our little circle right now by writing "I trust," "I allow," "I receive under grace." Add a believable amount your body can accept: $50, $200, $1,000, your call. Name one micro action you'll take today to live as the person who has one email, one call, one kind smile at checkout. Saying it out loud plants a marker for you and lights a lantern for someone walking beside you. Up next in Idea to Safety First, money. Next, I'll give you a 3 to 5 minute nervous system protocol and image-rich phrases that help your heart and brain agree at the same time. Becoming gets easier the moment your body stops sounding the alarm and starts singing with your spirit. Stay with me, we're about to shift from concept to rhythm, from a beautiful idea to simple practices you can use tonight right before sleep. There's a gentle truth most people never say out loud: your body cannot defend and receive at the same time. When your nervous system is on alert, it tightens, and the subtle doors through which money and opportunity enter quietly swing shut. Florence Scovel Shinn would whisper, "Do not judge by appearances. Don't judge by the balance by the bill or by a collector's tone. Judge by the decision you choose, and let your word be the wand that shapes the scene. But for the word to land, it needs ground. That ground is safety. From safety, money can arrive, right people, right timing, under grace, and in perfect ways. Think about the last time you opened your banking app when funds were low. Heart-racing shoulders, creeping up shallow breath. In that moment, the mind runs scary scripts, but the body issues the command danger. Every micro-decision that follows: writing an email, calling a client, negotiating, even how you place your card on the counter will carry that signal. When I say safety first, money next, I'm not asking you to force positivity. I'm inviting you to come back to the body so a felt sense of safety can arrive, and let your choices centered with that safety create income. Below is a 3 to 5 minute protocol you can do anywhere in your garage, on the subway, or in a Starbucks line, so discreet no one will know you're doing magic. The 3-5 minute safety protocol. Step 1. Receiving posture. Feet grounded, knees soft. Open your shoulders, lower your chin slightly. This isn't defiance, it's an open door. Step 2. 4-6 breathing. Inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat 6 rounds. Longer exhales signal you're safe now to your nervous system. Step 3. Safety touch. One hand over heart, the other over belly. Feel the warmth. Tell yourself, right now I am safe. I don't have to brace. Step 4. Image-rich word. Whisper or say inwardly, I trust, I allow, I receive under grace. Now attach pictures. An email with a warm subject line. A payment chime. A peaceful, steadily growing account. The more visual the word, the more your body believes it. Step 5. Physical anchor. Touch a small anchor you keep on you. A clean $20 in your wallet, a bright quarter, or a card that says under grace. This reminds you, I'm not just talking, I'm living this. The miracle here is not the form, it's the rhythm. Once safety sets the tempo, Your micro choices change. Tone emails get warmer. You pay with a real smile. You open messages with kind expectation. Those tiny shifts are the runway where opportunity lands. Shinn would call it faith with works belief breathed into action. A simple story. Tom in Phoenix. Tom delivers packages. Each time gas prices rose, he worked more and worried more. One evening, he tried safety first instead of grind first. He parked, did the 4-6 protocol, whispered, "I trust, I allow, I receive under grace." No lightning bolt, just better routing, one well-tipped run, and the next morning, his app suggested a low competition zone. 3 days later, his income stabilized without burnout. Safety changed how Tom saw the road and how the road saw Tom. 3 add-ons to deepen the practice. 1. Handwritten ritual, 2 minutes morning and night. Morning present tense lines like, "Today, I move in financial peace. Good news arrives on time. Sign it, plus under grace." Night record 3. Safety signals. You noticed a kind cashier, a respectful email, a generous tip. These become receipts for your nervous system. The flow is here. 2. The 60-second safety switch when panic spikes. Stop. 4-6 for 2 rounds. Find 5 safe objects. Lamp, table, plant, picture, window. Hand to heart, "I'm back." Then take one tiny action from your receiving posture. Answer 1 email, send 1 thank you, remove 1 junk fee. 3. Healthy boundaries with checking. Pick a daily check-in time, say 3:30 p.m. Before opening any money app, do 3-4-6 breaths and say, "I open this from peace," not to find a reason to worry. You're teaching your body that money is a friend, not a guard dog. What if I can't feel safe yet? You don't need a 10-10 feeling. You only need 0.5 safe enough to step in. Call it just enough safety. Gentle consistency with that 0.5 builds a groove. Each return to breath and word deepens the pathway. Over time, that trail becomes a soft road home. Practical integration today. Tidy your wallet 10 minutes. Toss old receipts. Keep 1 clean bill as your anchor. Align your cards. Check receiving channels. Bank, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal are current, verified, friction-free. Clear channels equals calmer body. Warm note to an old client. If you need support this week, I'm available. Not begging, just opening the door. Shinn-style image-rich lines, choose 1 to 2. I am a wise steward. Cash flow in and out is orderly and smooth under grace. My wallet is neat, my bills are handled in peace. Good emails find me right on time, and I receive them with a smile. I do not judge by appearances. I'm full within, so life arranges without. If you slip, and you will, don't scold yourself. Do what Florence would do. Smile, call your mind back like a puppy to a warm mat. Here. 2 rounds of 4-6 hand to heart, repeat your word. That return is the muscle. Community. Q safety grows faster when witnessed. In the comments write, "I choose safety first under grace," plus your city, Houston. Boston, San Diego. Optionally share 1 micro action you'll do today to feel safer. Tidy wallet. Set a check-in time. Send a thank you. Speaking it out loud sets a public marker for your nervous system. I've chosen. Night is the secret door most of us pass through exhausted. Florence would smile and say, "Before you judge by appearances, let your assumption go first, especially in that drowsy edge between waking and sleep when logic loosens and the heart unlatches." Day 1 of the 72-hour journey doesn't ask for long rituals. It invites you to sleep like someone who has already received, so the subconscious takes a clear, gentle order. It's done. I'm safe. I'm supported under grace and in perfect ways. Prep the ground. Simple, real American life. Put your phone on airplane mode or out of reach, 30 minutes before bed. Kill blue light, keep 1 warm low lamp. Clear the nightstand. 1 glass of water, a tiny card that reads, "Under grace," and a small anchor, a clean quarter, a folded $20, or an index card with your chosen word. This simplicity is your first message to the nervous system: safe now. The 4 rungs as you lie down: set down the day. Breathe 4 in, 6 out for 3 rounds. With each exhale, place a stone on the floor. Work bills, unanswered emails. Adjust the body. Soften shoulders. Let the tongue drop from the palate eyelids. Heavy palms slightly open in a receiving posture. Open with the word whisper slowly from the bones: I trust. I allow. I receive under grace. Enter the scene. Not as a spectator, but in your own body after the good has arrived. 3 image scripts, pick one. Your body can believe tonight. $50 timely support. It's morning. You open email. Subject line: refund processed. Amount: $49.87. Hear the soft ding. Warmth spreads across your chest. A quiet smile. You nod as if this is normal at your house. Whisper: I receive with order and grace. $500 trusted and capable. At the kitchen table with coffee. Steam rising, your phone buzzes. Are you available this weekend? Budget $500. Pay up front. Feel your shoulders drop as you text yes. See the deposit land. Smell the coffee. Notice the morning light. The faint creak of the wood floor. Let your senses drink the scene. $5,000, the upgrade. Late afternoon light. Email title: offer letter. Congratulations. You scroll $5,000 signing bonus. Your breath deepens, your whole body settles into the chair. You print, sign, and add your small note under grace. At the signature, an ethical seal for clean money. No fanfare, just the calm of an owner. The numbers aren't the point, the felt sense is. The subconscious speaks breath muscle rhythm. If another scene rises naturally, trust that one. Don't micromanage the how. Stay loyal to who you are. When the mind wanders, it will, like a curious puppy, to tomorrow's meeting, the kids' homework, the debt. Don't scold it. 1 round of 4-6, hand to heart. Whisper, home. Step back into your scene. Every return paints another stroke on your new self-portrait. If you suddenly feel wide awake, use the breath ladder 4-6 for 10 steps, counting down 10. 1. At 1, say, I sleep as one who has received. 4 traps to avoid tonight. Third-person viewing. Don't watch yourself like a movie. Be in your hands, your phone, your chair. Counting money like math class. Counting tightens the body. Let the number sit still while enoughness moves through you. Chasing a 10-10 feeling. A 5-10 is already a door. Doom scroll plus late caffeine. Not anti-tech, just honoring sleep as the stage where the word becomes form. Tiny night and morning anchors. Before sleep index card. Tonight I sleep in, already received, and good chooses me under grace. In the morning, log 3 signals, however small: a kind dream, lighter body, a polite email, a random compliment, a discount, a clear idea for a project. These are field notes for your nervous system. Gentle evidence that flow exists. Record, don't hunt. 1 small material gesture. Give goodness a place to land. Relist old clients and send a warm note. If you need support this week, I'm available. Or update receiving channels. Zelle/Venmo, PayPal, so deposits are friction-free. Or fold a clean $20 as your grace talisman beneath a small candle. No superstition, just respect. About 72 hours. This isn't a deadline for the universe. It's a window to activate, stabilize, and notice. For some, it's cash. For others, an opening, an invite, a contract, or simply the calm that leads to smarter action, which then makes money. What's certain, when you sleep in already received, you wake different, half a step calmer, half an hour steadier, half a sentence clearer. From that, money finds an easy address. Community queue. Drop a line or in your journal. Abundance is my final thought under grace. Add your city. Dallas, Seattle, Miami, so our map lights up. If you like, include a believable number for tonight. $50, $200, $5,000, and a sentence about the scene you'll step into before sleep. When you write it, you plant a marker for yourself and hold a lantern for someone else's night. As your head meets the pillow, remember you're not calling money. You're inviting peace, and peace, like a good friend, brings gifts to the door. Let Florence whisper through your lips, "I do not judge by appearances. I am steadfast in what is decreed." Then sleep, not to escape, but to be lifted. Morning on day 2 brings a sweet, sharp temptation. Open the banking app now. Your heart wants a sign so it can breathe. Florence would rest a gentle hand on your shoulder and whisper, "Do not judge by appearances. You planted the seed last night. Today is not for digging it up. Today is for identity. Who am I now that I've received? And I'll let the world see that answer in tiny touch points, breath by breath, word by word." A 20-second morning vow. Stand tall. 3 rounds of 4 in 6 out. Then whisper, "Today I am the living proof of sufficiency, under grace, and in perfect ways." No pleading, no bargaining, just a clear declaration. The 6 touch points of day. Morning coffee, choose give before grip. At checkout, don't curl your hand defensively. Place your card with an open palm, meet the barista's eyes, tip within your means, and smile. Inner line. Generosity finds me, and I let it flow through me. You're not performing wealth, you're setting the temperature for the day, open unafraid. 2. Inbox open like a window, not a bunker. Before the first click, 1-4-6 breath. Inner line. Good news is normal here. Read with an upright back and relaxed shoulders. Reply in a warm, clear tone, the tone of an owner, not a petitioner. 3. Microfinance, a scheduled check, not a panic peak. Choose one daily time, say 3:30 p.m. to check accounts. No sneak looks beforehand. At 3:30, breathe 4-6. Then I open this from peace, not fear. If numbers haven't changed yet, smile. Inside is different. Outside is catching up. Close the app. Continue as the owner. 4. Money talk. Speak as one who already has. Retire. I'm scared. Probably not. Replace with I choose. I'm available. This is the right fee for me under grace. Use image-rich phrases. Kind emails. Find me on time. Bills are handled in peace. 10. Matter meets spirit, one confirming action. Pick one small deed that matches your identity. Send the pending invoice. Message a former client. If you need support this week, I'm available. Tidy your wallet for 10 minutes. Update receiving channels, bank, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. Action is the breath of belief. Success. Evening, count the candles, not the doubts. Log 3 signs of flow, a compliment, an idea, a discount, a new inquiry. Review the day like a host after a good dinner, calm, grateful, no drama. The 30-second self-coaching kit. If I had already received, what would I do in the next 5 minutes? Send one message, tweak one bio line, take a 3-minute regulation walk. If money were my friend, what would I say to it now? Likely you're always on time. What's the smallest proof I lived my new identity today? A true smile, a clean checkout, a warmer email. Mistake, fix in 30 seconds. Peaked at accounts 10 times before. 3-30. Set a 25 reminder. Breathe 4-6. Open from peace. Mute banking notifications all morning. Shamed yourself for feeling anxious. Call your mind back like a puppy. Here, buddy. 1-4-6 round. Inner line. I return to identity, demanding a giant sign to believe. Log micro evidence, discounts, easy emails, a neat tip, and say, this micro proof is enough for me to stay faithful. A short story. Alina, Chicago. Alina, a freelance designer, almost tapped her bank app by habit. She laughed softly. No 3:30. Instead, she sent a thank you note to a past client and reposted a project with one crystal clear value line. At 10:42, a text, do you take a small project, $180? She almost dismissed it, then remembered, don't judge by appearances. She accepted delivered fast, and that client introduced her to an agency the same night. The flow came because she was the proof all day, not because she stalked proof. Tools to keep rhythm. All. The 7-square signal grid on your fridge. 1 idea. 2 invitation. 3 savings for discount. 4 tip/small income. 5 body ease. 6 confirming action. 7 unexpected kindness. Check what lit up. The goal isn't all 7, it's recognizing you're in the stream. B. Soft boundaries with pessimists. I respect how you feel. I'm trying a peace-first method. Could I have 10 quiet minutes? Gentle but firm, so you keep the temperature you set at dawn. C. A give-receive agreement. 103% this week. Choose a channel you trust and give under grace. A lunch, a 1 tier 2 extra tip. A small donation. Not to buy luck to train your nervous system, I no longer run on lack. What if 3:30 comes and nothing changed? Be honest with your heart. If disappointment rises hand to chest, 4-6 once and say, "Thank you for telling the truth. I am still the proof." Then take 1 material confirming action. Send the invoice message. The client polished the portfolio. Disappointment doesn't break the process. Abandoning identity does. You won't abandon it. You'll hold it light and steady. Community cue. Drop a note, or in your journal, I am the proof under grace. Add 1 touch point you're choosing today. Coffee inbox, 3:30, check. Confirming action, plus your city, Portland, New York, Tampa. Naming it plants a shared anchor you can return to tomorrow. Close day 2, cleanly stand up. Roll your shoulders. 1-4-6 breath. Whisper, I am the one who has received. I move through this day as living proof under grace and in perfect ways. Let a small smile land the smile of someone walking the right road at the right pace under grace. You wake on morning day 3 and outside looks the same. The balance hasn't moved. Bills still sit there. A thin whisper slides in. Maybe I imagined it. This is the very exam Florence Scovel Shinn smiles about. Do not judge by appearances. Not because we deny facts, but because the outer scene lags the inner change. Consciousness shifts first, the set updates after. Day 3 exists to train a rare skill, keep the new identity without proof light but steady soft but unshakable. Let's name the saboteur evidence addiction. It nudges you to check the banking app, overread email tone, or search people's faces for omens. In Shinn's kingdom, you are no longer a servant to evidence, you become the evidence. Flip the question from, has anything happened yet, to, if it had already happened, who am I, at 9:00 a.m. today? Change the question, and your rhythm choices and outcomes must change with it. The 4-module map for Day 3, Module 1. Morning, the owner's vow. 2 minutes stand tall. 3 rounds of 4 and 6 out. Then sign your day with this line slow and firm. I do not judge by appearances. I stay faithful to what's decreed under grace. Pick 1 touch point to express identity, coffee checkout, a warm good morning email, a short note to a client. Not many right and consistent. Module 2, midday. When doubt knocks 60 seconds. When your hand drifts toward the banking app, pause. Hand to heart, 1-4-6 breath. Ask if I've already received what's my next 5-minute choice. Send a thank you, finalize an invoice, repost a project, or take a 3-minute walk. Do one thing. You just train the muscle called return. Module 3, afternoon. Ground the scene, 10 minutes. Let matter meet. Spirit update, a receiving method, renegotiate 1 bill kindly, or refresh 1 line on your LinkedIn website to state value and invite work. These small moves are the runway where opportunity lands. Module 4. Evening backstage. Gratitude. 3 lines. Write 3 backstage signals, however tiny. Someone mentioned your name, a bright idea, a waived fee, a well-timed discount, an easier body, a deeper sleep. Call them micro-evidence. Don't hunt just host like a calm homeowner counting candles after a dinner. On divine timing. Not delay fit. Divine timing isn't postponement, it's the schedule of what truly fits. While you hold the new identity, life is setting the table, moving people, routing information, opening the right doorway, under grace and in perfect ways. Think of a cake in the oven. You don't crack the door every 3 minutes just to be sure. You trust the recipe, trust the heat, and let the dough rise. Learn the language of backstage to subtle updating signs. A casual chat drifts toward work money. A past client emails, not about cash yet, but are you free this week? A fee is removed, a coupon appears, or something you need is gifted. A warm dream, a lighter body, a right time feeling around a decision. Post a 7-square signal calendar on the fridge. 1 idea. 2. Invitation. 3. Savings discount. 4. Small income tip. 5. Body ease. 6. Confirming action. 7. Unexpected kindness. Check what lit up. The goal isn't all 7, only to notice you're in the stream. 2 paces. Both are wins. The 72-hour case. Nate Dallas. Nate followed days 1, 2, 3. Morning day 3. No money drop. Just a text. Client. A wants an add-on. Friday delivery. Nate accepted and requested 50% upfront. The deposit landed that afternoon. Not a spectacle, just the outer scene, catching up to the identity. The 2-3-week case. Fiona San Jose. Fiona practiced steadily. Weeks 1 to 3 micro evidence deeper sleep, clearer mind, 2 coffee chats. Week 4, a partner invited her into a long-term project, less quick cash, more right income aligned with her skill. If she'd quit on day 3 for lack of fireworks, she would have missed the bigger door. Shinn's soft response kit when the old voice hisses, nothing happened. Notice, that's the old soundtrack. Breathe 2 rounds of 4-6. Rename I do not judge by appearances. Confirm 1 small move, send an email, book a call. Finish a loose end. Repeat like calling a puppy back to a warm mat. Each return carves a new neural groove. Optional day 4. Stabilization for those who want an anchor day. Day or isn't pushing for results. It's curing the plaster, letting the new identity set hard as steel, soft as silk. Morning. 10 minutes, Sabbath of receiving, sight and quiet breathe. 4-6, read 1 or 2, image-rich lines. My account is peaceful and growing in order. Opportunities arrive on time, under grace. Reduce 50% of anxiety spiking tech touches bank pings after hours work email. Kind act with money. +1 Taon 2, tip. Buy someone lunch. Donate small. Not to buy luck, to teach your body that flow through you is safe. Write a gentle covenant. For 7 days I choose identity first, evidence after. I measure by breath language and small openings. Advanced Shinn-style words. Clean plus ethical. I am a composed steward. Outflows are handled in peace, inflows arrive in order under grace. Right doors for me open on time. Wrong doors close quietly. I am living proof that inner judgment shapes the outer scene. A soft caution, don't demand the universe prove itself with a giant sign. Conditions create bargaining. Identity creates order. Choose to notice the small signs and act like the owner. The keyword is faithful lightness, not rigid effort, but gentle steadiness, so you remain who you chose even when the wind shifts. Community cue witness makes it stronger. Drop a line. I no longer judge by appearances under grace. Add your city, Atlanta, Phoenix, Boston. And 1 micro-evidence you saw today. Discount kind note, easy email, useful idea. You can also write the line you'll use when doubt knocks, e.g., here you are, come home. Naming it publicly sets a new stake in your nervous system I've chosen. Quiet, close. If a part of you asks, so, is it done yet, smile. This path doesn't end with a bang, it blossoms like dawn silent. Sure, 1 long ribbon of light. The 72-hour window is a door. Some receive money, some a contract, some a new inner life, and that inner life pulls the rest in behind it, under grace and in perfect ways. By now, you've probably noticed miracles don't explode like fireworks. They bloom like dawn silent, certain one long ribbon of light. Florence Scovel Shinn keeps whispering, "Do not judge by appearances. Stay faithful to what's decreed under grace and in perfect ways." Over these 3 days you climbed each rung. Nightmare you slept as already received. Day 2, you became the living proof. Day 3 and day 4, if needed, you smiled at divine timing. When the nervous system is soothed, the word has ground to stand on identity, becomes home, and the outer world is simply the delay that must catch up. A short image-rich prayer, read mornings and before sleep. I trust. I allow. I receive under grace. My account is peaceful and growing in good order. Kind emails find me right on time. I do not judge by appearances. I stay faithful to what's decreed. I am a composed steward of sufficiency for my good and for everyone involved. A tiny durable commitment. For the next 7 nights, meet yourself for 3 quiet minutes before sleep, screens off 4 to 6, breathing hand over heart. Read the prayer above and sleep like someone who has received. In the morning, jot 3 micro-proofs, a clear idea, a warm invite, a lighter body, a small discount. Don't hunt for proof, just count the candles after the dinner. You're teaching your body a new rhythm, the rhythm of an owner. Set a gentle public marker for you and for someone who needs your lantern comment or note. I trust. I allow. I receive under grace. Add your city and 1 micro-action you'll take today. Send a thank you email. Tidy your wallet for 10 minutes. Schedule a peaceful account check. This isn't performance. It's a kind stake in the ground for your nervous system I've chosen. If this gave you bedrock, not just a hype spike tap, subscribe and the bell. Each week we'll go deeper into Shinn's teachings, the power of the word, the art of not judging by appearances, and 3 to 5 minute rituals that fit American life, uniting spirit and matter without strain. A quiet like from you helps this calm, not panic, reach the right people at the right time. Pocket hook to remember. 3 words, 3 beats, 3 days. Words: trust, allow, receive. Beat, sleep as received. Be the proof. Smile at divine timing. Days, just enough to change the inner temperature. When the temperature shifts, the room of your life warms to match. What's next? In the next video, we'll decode image-rich words, Shinn style for money, work, and relationships. So every sentence you speak doesn't drift away like breath, but etches softly and precisely into reality. Until then, 1 slow breath, 4 in, 6 out. I trust, I allow, I receive under grace.